Hey, welcome back to Tips with Ty. I got a request on a tip from Woody. Woody wanted to know how I'm attaching my mono leader to my braid and what kind of leaders I'm using. So let's take a look at my leaders and my leader selection and just kind of in general how we're doing this, Teresa and I. All right, so how do we pick leaders? When Teresa's buying groceries, I generally just stray off to the fishing section in Walmart and just grab what kind of mono I think I need. In this area, the water goes from gin clear to a little bit dirty. I can kind of get away with just mono probably 80% of the time. So then it's just about diameter. If I want it to go clear, I go smaller in diameter. And if I want a fatter leader, I just go fatter in diameter. So here we got just some typical trilene off the shelf 10, some strand 14, and some trilene 17. Where would I use these three and why? Well, if I've got a spinning rod that's say a 2000, like these CI 200s from Lew's I use a lot, then obviously I'm gonna steer more toward the 10, 12, and possibly 14 be the largest because I'm throwing lighter baits with no weight and I'm trying to scale things back. So right now this trout bite is really, really, really hot. Trout have teeth. We're also grabbing the leader a whole bunch. So what are we rolling with right now? Me personally, I'm rolling with the 17 a whole bunch. It's fatter in diameter. I can grab the line and winch them into the kayak or up on the bank. And I've just got something to grab to, and it takes a lot longer for their teeth to get to that 17. I'm also throwing much larger baits in the winter. 1/8 ounce jig heads, 5.5 inch soft plastics. The 17 is what I'm needing. All right, so how much leader? I generally grab about 4 feet. So 2, 4, roughly 17, right? I'm gonna overlap these guys about 10 inches worth, okay? Just put them together like they're one. And it's all in the hands, it's all in the hips.
It's all in the hips.
You take them both through the hole 4 times, no more, no less. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Just keep that hole organized. That's simple. This is just a plain surgeon's loop, guys. You just cinch it down. Sometimes I wet it, sometimes I don't. And that 4-turn surgeon's loop right there is almost as small as everything and just as strong as everything. Just as strong as the FG. Very simple, very quick. And then I'll just trim off the end. So just make a loop and run them both through the loop 4 times. And just trim it down as close as you can. There. This knife is razor sharp, guys. You know, I could get a little closer than that, but it doesn't matter on this. But this matters when it's grassy. So you want to get that, you want to nip that down as close as possible. So there you go. There's my connection. All right. So with 2.5 foot leader, I just use a clinch knot. If I try to do a loop knot, I'm going to eat up all my leader. Wintertime, I'm using heavier baits. Clinch knot is fine. Pinch a loop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I do 9 to 11 twists. Plenty. I go through the hole, and to preserve my leader, I just hold that little guy, that little tag in, and slide everything down, right? And then I'll just trim off this. You know, just do a simple clinch knot with that 17. Like 9 to 12 turns is fine. And there we go. With this heavy bait, that'll do the trick. So I'm throwing either 16th or 1/8 ounce jig heads. You ended up with 2.5 feet a leader, maybe a tad more. And as I eat that up down about 1 foot more, I'll just keep going and going until I only have about 8 inches left, and then it's time to change. So I basically just keep a lot of leader with me, different size monos, plain old trilene, plain old strand, and depending on how fat I want that guy, decides on the pound test. 90% of the time, mono works fine. We'll catch y'all later. What?